So since the beginning, literally since the first day that I brought myself to this online world and selling online, specifically music, there's been a particular conversation that's gone on since I've known, and I'm sick of this conversation. We've got to stop having this conversation all the time. I can't go on my newsfeed without seeing this conversation. And I just want to try and put it to rest today. If you're someone who watches me and you're someone who's around what I do, man, I just want you to listen to this shit, because we've got to stop having this one conversation. And the one conversation I'm talking about is us complaining about people who don't invest in themselves. And on the other side, the people who don't invest in themselves, stop complaining about other people charging. Now, two different kinds of people right now. The people who don't invest in themselves, they're just, making music for fun, to be a bit popular where they're from, so they can, live this mini lifestyle and do collabs and have fun and blah blah blah. They might have some hopes in the future, like maybe one day we can do this music thing for real and make some money, but right now they're not making the moves, they're not making the investments they need to. And then on the other hand, you've got people like who this is their life, right? This whole grind online with the music, and even out there going and doing shows and making connections and everything, it's their life, it's how they pay their bills, it's how they support their family, it's how they live, right? And the problem is we don't know who's who just from going around, because everybody's going to talk like they're doing some shit, right? Because they're gonna, right? Ego. I hate it, but it's true, you know what I mean? But let's not complain about people who don't invest in themselves. Let's not cry, bitch, moan and try and clown people who don't invest in themselves, because there's a better way. And I've been doing it, like, I was one of them people, don't get me wrong. You go look back through my shit and you'll probably find me complaining about people who don't invest in themselves, and that's where I've grown and pushed that conversation forward for myself at least. So let me see if I can push that conversation forward for you. Let's not clown people, let's not bitch about people, let's not moan about people who don't invest in themselves. Why don't we talk to them and teach them and guide them and mentor them? Because look, you guys that don't invest in yourselves, at some point, if you want to get somewhere with this, you are going to need to start to work with people who are going to charge you money, because you're going to learn how this shit works, right? You're going to learn how to do transactions, how to market yourself, how to, make sure your stuff's eligible to make money. You're just going to learn how to move around people, right? To start doing business and making money. So at some point you're going to need to cross over to there, but don't do it until you're ready. Right, and that's all I'm gonna say to you guys, right? Don't do it until you're ready, but when you're ready, just know that these people take it very seriously, because this is their life, this is their family, this is their income, right? So, that's all I'm gonna say to you. But you gotta do better. You people that are doing some shit with this, but feel the need to complain and moan about these guys, you gotta do better, man, because you've got all the skills, you've got all the knowledge. If you're really on your shit, right? You've got all this. Let me tell you something about when I first started selling beats, right? Most of my customers, or a good chunk of my customers, were people who never bought beats before in their life. They were people who were like ripping YouTube beats and shit. The people who bought my courses were 90%, I would say, have never bought a course about marketing or branding in their life. I'd say the same percentage, about 90% of the people who come onto my coaching program have never paid for someone to be their coach in their lives. Yet, why are they investing? Because every day for the past 3 years, I've been teaching people the value of investment through content, that videos, blog posts, and conversation, teaching people the value of investment. So while everybody's out there complaining, bitching, moaning, burning bridges with people who will potentially be investors one day, I'm out here cleaning up. Right, I'm out here talking to people, teaching people and guiding people, and that's how you're making money. And it's probably going to hurt me to make this video, because if you start catching on to this, or you bitch ass motherfuckers who complain about these guys, then it's going to leave less people for me, right? But I don't care, as long as they're learning somehow, I'll always be good. Let's stop complaining, let's stop bitching, let's stop moaning, man. We're bigger than that. Especially if we're these elevated people with the mindset, right? And the business ethic and the work ethic, and that, we're these people who are, we should be above bitching and complaining about people who just need a helping hand, right? And I get it. If they're wasting time, fuck them. right? But if there's potential, let's not push them away, let's help them. That's all I gotta say, man. Let's push the conversation forward. Let's not do this no more. Let's not talk and bitch anymore. Let's guide people, let's mentor people. If we're as good as we say we are, let's guide and mentor people. If you like this video, please do share it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And don't get mad, get motivated.